Oh nah, I know the planets align, this shit be cosmic, but what's a retrograde to a renegade in the projects? My mindset is to avoid most nonsense and don't comment on issues that I don't vibe with.
What's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, and we back with another reading.
Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is going to be another pick a card reading. We're going to be asking the question, what would a relationship with them be like? All right, so this was like a suggested video, and I thought this was a good topic, you know what I mean? Because this is something that you may wonder about people when you first meet them, or maybe just, I guess this could be kind of like a fantasy, but you know, maybe it's just like a precursor before you even indulge with them, you know what I mean? So that was kind of like why I did it, because I'm also put in like, how would they treat you? How would they be? Like, what would they be? Because I'm gonna give off like first like the overall energy of the relationship, how that's gonna feel, and then after that, can you see me? Because I like to be seen. That's why I did the camera. Speaking of, but anyway, let me finish that. Then I'm gonna get to that rant too, because I wanted to tell you about that shit. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna be looking at like the overall energy of the relationship, how that would be, like the vibe of it. Maybe, you know what I mean. What's the overall theme of that, and then we'll go into how they would treat you and how they'll be or how they'll behave. That's going to be in there. All right, and some advice too. All right, also what I was about to tell you now about like me recording, right? Whoo, good grief. All right, let me tell you about me recording. Originally I hated being like I don't take a lot of pictures, but I mean I will, but I don't. I mean, like, I took a lot of pictures back like in 2015 and all that stuff when I was doing like different things. I was taking a lot of pictures then, right? Because it was really like advertising in my mind back then. Anyway, I stopped like wanting to be like, you know, behind the camera and all. So when I started doing tarot, I realized that a lot of people were always just showing their hands and stuff, you know what I mean? And it's not like I get manicures or nothing like that. So I was kind of insecure about like putting my hands out there and all that. I'd be working and stuff. I got rough hands. So I always also felt like insecure on being in front of the camera. So I was also like, you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing, so I gotta do it. I mean, I want to do it, so I'm gonna do what I want to do, but I don't like being in front of the camera. So it was hard. That's why I did it. I only do things when I feel like they're hard or difficult. So that's why what it was all about for me was like, well, this is hard, this is difficult. Normally people don't do it this way, you know what I mean? And then it's like, it's almost like if people were to criticize you, it would feel like they can see you directly. Like, you know, from my phone to your phone, like in your comments, it would almost feel like you can see me directly, and what you say to me would be like you being right here with me. So it was like an insecurity that I fought through. And after that, I was like super confident about that. All right. So that was like a stage in my life that was like, whew, how do I get over this? So I guess that's important maybe in the relationships that you may be encountering in this. It's like, how do you become who you are or get over maybe a certain fear or a certain belief about yourself? I don't know. That was just a little rant, y'all. All right. So 4 piles here. All right. This will be pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. All right. It's going to be description box, timestamps in the description box. I'm going to say more, boop, boop, tap it up. You know what I'm saying? There's also going to be a close up. And listen, you know, just indulge me. Go check the close-up out. I do a great job taking pictures of the crystals. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I take my time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really line them up just right. You know, I'm like, yeah. I pick the ones that really feel good. I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? So, I guess I should have gave you the names if I picked the ones that felt good. I didn't remember the names of these, but maybe if I can find the email that sent me the receipt, I'll send it to you. I'll put the crystal names on there, all right? What else? As always, thanks to those people who be liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting involved. Thanks to those people who just be trusting me on the journey, just be there, you know what I mean? Hey, make sure to go follow my Instagram. I'll be doing Zodiacs there in the Reels. Go check that out. I'll be doing just a little random stuff, you know what I mean? I'm just putting it out there. It's just out there, you know what I mean? We out here. All right, also, man, keep more people around you that love you. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe everything isn't always perfect, but keep people around you who love you, who try their best to. Because it's like in a world where people only care for themselves, it's very rare that you find people who try to love you or who, you know, even make the attempt to love you. Because it's hard enough loving ourselves. So, yeah. All right. I'm not saying that you have to always be in like a relationship with these people, but just saying like, well, it is a relationship, but like not saying that you have to maybe cross your own boundaries, but you know, relationships are like a beautiful thing when they're working together, right? When they're like running on smooth cylinders, it's like one of the most beautiful things ever. All right. So I'm gonna get into this. I'm about to show you this pile. I'm done with the rants. So this might be a good reading. It won't be a might be. This is gonna be a great reading. All right. Anyway, I'll see y'all at the piles. Boom. Pile one. So pile one. What would a relationship with them be like? So I can see it. Okay. Hey, so I might got a little story to tell y'all about this. And it's just a brief story. I won't take up your reading. But I'll tell you after I do the reading. So hopefully I remember that. All right. And this is funny. So what would a relationship with this person be like? All right. So we have, traditionally this is a Sagittarius and a Scorpio. All right. So Page of Cups is normally a Scorpio. Queen of Wands is normally a Sagittarius woman. But for the sake of it being general, we're going to say it's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we're going to say it's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. Now we have Gemini, we have Pisces, we have Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus, Aquarius, and Pisces again. All right. Okay, so. Okay, and that's what's being healed. Oh, okay. All right, so possibly trust issues would be healed in this relationship, or like a fear of not knowing. You know what I mean? Like being able to trust your intuition, trust your instinct, trust how you feel. That's what would be happening here, all right? This is what this relationship would entail. Okay, because this person really likes when you, they would really like when you express how you feel. Like it would turn them on, even when you get upset. So it could be, and because we got chaos and conflict here in reverse, there would probably be like a lot of disagreements, a lot of arguments, but we got a win-win outcome. A win-win outcome is forecast. So this means that you guys would basically be able to find a happy medium, all right? A good balance, all right? Now this would be more likely a relationship that's built around like luxury, comforts, softness, stability, like the finer things in life, all right? That's what you guys would more so be really looking for, and expanding on that, growing, possibly traveling, you know what I mean, learning new things. This also would have to probably do with your philosophies, because Taurus and Sagittarius are like, those are like conflicting. So I don't even know what the angle is that they would be at technically, but that would be a conflicting type of energy, right? Because Taurus is a slow moving. They don't like to really change. They're pretty stubborn, stuck in their ways. How things have always been done is how I like to do things. What makes me feel comfortable is how I always want to feel comfortable. So they're like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is how I've always done it. You know, this is, you know what I mean? Like, so like there would be like disagreements with that. And Sagittarius energy is more of like on the go. It's inconsistent. So this person likes inconsistency either with money, or they would be inconsistent possibly with money, or like some type of values. Like the values won't always be the same. It can fluctuate a little bit. So they are kind of open-minded, but they are maybe traditional in a way. So they expect things to really be like how they expect them to be. All right. So it's kind of like a Knight of Cups type of person, but we got a Page of Cups. So I'm gonna explain to you why they're like that. All right. So anyway, this person is going to be like very hardworking. They could be very possessive. This person, so I'm telling you that they're really materialistic, and I can tell you why they're materialistic, right? Because this person is, one, they're going to be very determined, but they're also a prisoner to other people's expectations. So they care a lot about like the look, the status, how people see them, how people think about them. Like if people think they're doing the right thing, you know what I mean? Like, do people see me putting in my time, my energy, my effort, how productive I am? Do they see this new designer that I got? Do they see this house, these cribs, this car, this, you know what I mean? This person is like that, all right? But they're also giving in a sense. They're giving, you know what I mean? They're generous, all right? Now they like to give gifts. This person likes to give gifts, all right? And they like reciprocal, so you need to give gifts. And they probably give extravagant gifts, because it's like the Page of Wands is giving the lovers. So like they like to give you something that makes you feel like, ooh, That was a good one. Like, you know what I mean? So this person wants that type of thing. So they want money. They want luxury. All right? Luxury. This is a connoisseur. This is someone who likes maybe the finest wine. So maybe there's a bottle of wine that they want that costs 200 and it's just, you know what I mean? That's all they want. Or maybe that's not all they want. They probably want that and manicures and shoes and all that and a trip. You know what I mean? To do all that, they want all that. Okay, this person likes that. That's what they like. This will be also a relationship where it would be like, you guys can trust in how you feel, like trust it. Like, so you guys they could be intuitive because I got vision here. So this person could be like someone who has a good intuition because we got third eye chakra here, and we got the moon here. All right, and the Page of Cups is about trusting your psychic abilities or trusting your intuition, your creative abilities. It's like the beginning stages. And with the moon here, it's kind of like you don't really know, like, because the moon upright too. So it's like, I don't really know if I'm doing this right, but I'm just going to go ahead on a limb. So that's how they would be like treating you too. Like, you know, they would kind of feel like they know and they would just go for it. You know what I mean? This is someone who's going to be like passionate about you, but they may not always express how passionate about you they are. But they're going to probably express it through love, sex, like, you know what I mean? Like, that is them. Like, so they're like a physical. They like kissing, romance. All right. They like the way that they see love is kind of idealized, but it's usually around like wanting to enmesh with someone. Like, this is my person and this is who I will be with. And I only see them. And, you know, but like, it's kind of like they're like, it's a fear around really saying how to, and that's how, like, you see how I kind of like hesitated because it's like, I want to say more, but it's like, I don't know if I'm going to say the right words. So that's how they are. Like, this person is someone who like wants to say more, but they don't know how to say the words. So what they do is they give you stuff, or they like express through physicality, sexuality, sensuality, through like letting you into their intimate space, their close space, you know what I mean? Around, maybe even around their friends, their family. You know what I mean? This is someone who's like, who are willing to like negotiate or compromise. They'll repress frustrations with you. They'll, you know what I mean? Like, they lack a creative way to express themselves. So this is a person who kind of like they admire. That's why they admire that you can express yourself, even when you're upset, because they're like, I wish I could do that. So like, this is a person who's gonna like admire you, but like secretly. They won't really express that, like, because they don't know how to put that into words. Because for them, feelings are more like an illusion, or they don't really exist. It's more of like an idea. Because a Page of Cups is like someone who comes with this idea, and to them, what I'm giving you here should be able to power this whole relationship. And you should just naturally know with the moon, you should be able to trust your intuition that what I'm giving you is only select for you because you are who I see. You know what I mean? So it's really kind of romantic. It's like, in their mind, this is romance. All right. This is romance. So they feel like they're giving a whole lot. All right. And this relationship would be also like about nostalgia. All right. It says solo time. So you guys would probably have to spend a lot of time, or you need to spend like a lot of time alone. So it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you would be feeling like, oh, they have a bad habit too. It says this person has a bad habit. It could be drinking too much. They don't know how to heal and find peace to defeat the monster. So yeah, so this person could be having like some type of addiction. All right. They could be having some type of addiction. This could be like smoking, drinking, sex, alcohol. I'm thinking like sexuality because they're showing their body. So it could be like sex. Maybe they have like something. Maybe this could be like a lot of partners. Because the moon here could be with the page, and with the lovers here, it could be also, you know, maybe they have other lovers. So it could be like a third person party. Like maybe they could be committed and they could be offering that. Because like the Queen of Wands is here and she's kind of like watching the whole scene. So this could be like somebody who's like watching the scene, or watching, you know, or they may have somebody else, because this is a page. It's someone who's sometimes promiscuous. And with the moon next to it, they could be slightly secretive. You know what I mean? There could be some things going on that you aren't aware of. And that's that. And they maybe like want you to kind of just like trust in them. You know what I mean? Because they feel like, well, you're my person for life. Like, we're bonded. This is my soul bond. You're a soulmate. This person may even feel like a soulmate to you. And that's probably the vibe. This could be a soulmate for you because the lovers is here. So we'll say that. This could be a soulmate bond. It would be a bond that feels very close, very, oh, can y'all hear that music? That's my neighbor doing, she does karaoke every morning. or not every morning, but every Saturday morning she does karaoke. She does like Lionel Richie and all that. And right now she's singing some type of ballad. I don't know what the ballad is, but it's an emotional one. It's like a romancy. So this person is a romancer, all right? They're really a romantic type of person, all right? But they can be like on the go, you know what I mean? So like, and it may be hidden. So it's not like something you would see, if that even, I mean, I don't know if that makes it better, if that makes it better for you, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like they may have their eyes on other things too as well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like this person is also maybe not able to be pent down and they're not able to express themselves, but like you guys would be separate. Anyway, what it's saying though, it says solo time is required for you at this time. You are recognizing that you only need you and your faith to grow. So this would be most likely, and you have so much beauty. Are you ready for others to admire it? That's your vision. I mean, that's your advice. So you must have a nice body, attractive body. And they're saying like you have so much beauty. And that's why I feel like this person has maybe an attractive body as well. So this would be like a relationship where maybe you just need to be single. You know what I mean? Because like you would be as the Queen of Wands in this and they would be a page. All right. So the way they would love, like it would be romancy, but it would be like the Queen of Wands is known for being a person who has her eye out for other opportunities. You know what I mean? She's the one who has one night stands from time to time. All right. So that's who this person is. All right. That's who this person would be, like a, you know what I mean, or that's what this relationship would be. It would be a one night stand because they don't handle conflict very well. They're fair, they're giving, they're generous, they're hospitable. You know what I mean? They want the finer things in life, but they're like a pleasure seeker in a sense. At this moment, that's who they are. Like this person's still dealing with something from the past because they're in like a nostalgic mode. So like they're still holding on to some type of grief, pain, and that's why they're afraid to express emotions. That's what it is. All right. So it says inspiration has arrived and will work through you as you move forward. So in this relationship, you would just have to like take inspired action. This relationship would force you to trust how you feel and take inspired action. That's what this relationship would be about. You know what I mean? Like, is this how I feel about them? You know what I mean? Do I need to trust and move on? Do I need to stay? Do I need to, you know what I mean? Like, you would have to trust your feelings. This will increase that feeling of, or also, sometimes it'll fix the distortion that you have around relationships. Because this person is real romancy, but not really grounded. So, you know, and they always have their eye open. So this would also change your perspective on relationships. It could either heal a certain perception you have around relationships, meaning like possession-wise, like this is my person, we have to do it this way, relationships only can go this way. That would change this. You know what I mean? Because this person, like, it says every time I hear that song, I think about you and our memories. So this person is like, I'm not going to say they're a player, but they give off more like childish vibe. You know what I mean? Like, not, I mean, I'm even gonna say childish. This is more, all right, so the Greeks give you 8 types of love. This would be ludus and eros, meaning passion and playful love. Like, you know, children. We want to play, we want to have passion, we want to go out. It's for the look. It's for the look. Like for the gram. You know what I mean? This person will probably want to take pictures. You know what I mean? Because the prison looks like pictures. Like they want to be seen. You know what I mean? Like they like the attention. They're attractive, you know what I mean? And they see you as attractive as like a trophy in a sense. You know what I mean? And this person doesn't really like want conflict with you. They don't want to really do like a deeper dive or a deeper dig. It's just that competing to get you was worth it to them. You know what I mean? Like a status symbol. Because that's what it is for them. Status. So even staying with you is for status. You know what I mean? I got you because nobody else could have you. You're the one that everybody would want. You know what I mean? That type of energy. So, yeah. But I mean, you know, maybe you like that too. Because usually relationships are mirrors. Anyway, here's your advice. Acceptance. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. Exactly. I can see why that would be that way. Because this relationship would be about a relationship of being materialistic and wanting to be valued by other people, you know what I mean? Like to show you that you are loved. So that's what this would be in a sense. All right. Not saying that it's a bad thing because everybody's on a different stage. It's not a bad thing at all. All right. Anyway, I love y'all. Hope you're having a good one. So let me give you signs one more time. I was about to close it out. after I gave you love, I was like, all right, I'm out of here. All right, it's Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. So, Pile 1, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 2. So, Pile 2, what would a relationship with them be like? Ooh. Taboo. Passion. And compassion. And healing. Oh, all right. Okay, hold on. Wait. Let me see how this play out. All right, hold on. It's a lot of passion. Okay. Oh, but okay. But hey, okay. But I don't know. Oh yeah. It's not that bad. It's not bad. All right. So let's just read it. So, all right, this person's strategic. All right. That's what I know for sure. All right. This is a strategizing motherfucker. All right. They thought about this. So it's taboo. That's the first thing out. Lilith. Now, it could be something that's just not traditionally accepted. This relationship could be something that is not traditionally accepted, or something that maybe both of you are uncomfortable with. Or this is a relationship that maybe it's fetishized, like, because Lilith is here, so it's usually about like liberation. Usually it's about sexual liberation, but it can be about untamed darkness. You know what I mean, like that energy of like, I just got lost for a second, but it's like I was thinking eroticism, but it's really like your dark aspects. Think of like the moon, right? So the moon is about, intimacy, gentleness, compassion, and all that. This would be like the dark side of that, like healing through maybe non-traditional ways, or healing through like destruction. You know what I mean? Like just like breaking down some type of preconceived idea of what's considered right. All right. So that's what this relationship would entail. Now this could be like a painter. Let me give you signs real quick. We got Leo, Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and then we got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. All right. So a relationship with them would be healing. It would be very sexual. It would also be kind of destructive. All right. It's a liberating relationship. This is a relationship that could border along the lines of being very destructive to you, or being very self-empowering. All right, like it'll liberate you from whatever perception of yourself you've seen before. Now this could be a sneaky relationship, because we got Demeter here, all right, and with Taboo here. This could be a sneaky relationship, or a relationship that exposes your guys' shadow side. All right, use guys' shadow side. All right, so that's what the feeling is really like. Yeah, because look, it says when you stare into the abyss stares back at you. Yeah, so it's like that, like, maybe, I don't know if it's a fantasy, or, because it was like, I was really like out there for a minute. It's like this person has thought about it. Like maybe this is like a groundbreaking type of relationship, like, or you guys have thought about this. Like this relationship would definitely cause you guys to think. Like it changes, because the world is here. The way it would change you, like change your perspective, change your world, like, but this would be in a good way. Like this is expansive energy. This is a good time. The interactions that you get will like rejuvenate you. They will rejuvenate you. They will free you. So mental issues that you have, because we got the 8 of Swords here in reverse. So mental issues that you would have, mental hang-ups, perspectives that would keep you bound, or like, like stuck in a pattern or a routine, they would help free you of this. All right, so this interaction with them, or these interactions, would help free you from a perception of yourself, maybe, or a perception of yourself, because we got the root chakra and the sacral chakra. And this is about feeling at home, being aware of you. All right, being aware of your environment. This is like, because that's what they struggle with. So this relationship is a relationship that you guys would struggle with, because, and that makes a goddamn sense. All right, cool. This would be a relationship that heals you guys, that teaches you guys compassion. You guys may be two different types of people, because we got compassion here, and it's like a monkey. Look, it's a monkey and it's a woman. So I always think of this as like you guys being two different types of people. All right, and so this would be, or having two different types of beliefs, maybe even having similar beliefs, but like you guys are approaching it at two different ways. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like maybe you see potato and I say potato, tomato, tomato. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. It's the same thing, but we're saying it differently, and we feel offended when the other says it this way. You know what I mean? So it's that type of thing. So it could be that. You know what I mean? But it's like I guess the interaction that you guys would have would always cause you guys to like, oh wow, damn. Like look at the other person in another way. You know what I mean? And I don't think of it as maybe in a negative way, maybe in a positive way. You know what I mean? Because like they would see you as a leader. Like this would encourage you to become independent, but become a leader of a pack. Like no one gets left behind. Like this would actually kind of bond you guys together. All right, like it would tone down. Like this energy wouldn't be super aggressive. It would be more like repressed. You know what I mean? And maybe not, is it inactive? Not inactive, but like more into a feminine energy. Like this would be more into like a feminine, passionate. This would be just a time for healing. This would be a time to actually like assess all that you guys have been through. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is a relationship that would make you like really have to sit down and ponder and think about things and internalize things. And it makes you feel a lot more comfortable in who you are. All right, so this would also be a relationship where maybe you would have to give more to the other than they would give to you. It could be that. Or you would feel like you're giving more to this person than they're giving to you. You both might feel that way. And that might be what the whole situation could feel like. Like it could feel like you're giving more and then they could feel like they're giving more. You know what I mean? But this would be like, I guess the healing aspect in it is about being compassionate with each other and trying to meet each other and understand each other. Because in this picture, they're like trying to like understand each other, trying to get to know each other. So this would entail you guys diving deeper and actually having to sit still and pay attention to each other. All right, now it says, I keep up with your business through mutual friends and family. I read, watch your horoscopes to be all in your business. So this person, like they care about you. All right, and this person, so this would be a relationship where you also have to, maybe you don't talk a lot then. Maybe you guys don't communicate a lot. Because the Eight of Swords is here, and this is even though it's in reverse, this isn't a relationship that is like consistently talking. You know what I mean? It's almost like because the change with the wheel, this is like an interaction. This is not really like a connection. This is an interaction. You know, and so you guys are really trying to get to know each other. This is more like passion. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys could know each other, but this is like passioning and trying to steady yourselves and be present in the moment. Because it's like maybe wanting to approach them, or how you guys approaching it is like you know what I mean, like E.T. like, are you real? Are you real? You know what I mean? Like I've never seen anything like this before. You know what I mean? And this is, and like the way that you're talking and the way that we communicate and the way that we interact, you know what I mean, is it brings up either secret desires, or it brings up like a fetish or a shadow side in them that either makes them feel empowered or gives them some type of intensity. This could be like frustration or happiness or like lust, because Lilith is here first. So this brings up all the shadow aspects of emotions to be healed. So this relationship will do that. All right. You might even like, it may even bring up fears. Like I'm scared of what can happen of this relationship, of where things can go, of like expressing aggression or expressing passion, like a fear of it. This relationship would bring that up and allow you, like maybe, because I'm gonna tell you how they're gonna treat you in a second, because it's gonna explain why this relationship would do that. But this will also be a relationship that anchors you, because I guess the fear of being present and like paying attention to what's going on around here without thinking about the next move or any other situations that are going on within your lives, and really being present with each other, like really being here with each other and not maybe on the phone and not on the day's stresses. It's like being present with the moment, like, or like just even having time to spend together, because on their mind is more sex than anything. All right, like sex or like passion, aggression, resources, survival. You know what I mean? So like all of that is on their like survival and like making things happen, getting things done, getting their needs met. So this would be a relationship where you guys are healing, not getting your intimacy needs met, meaning like not being able to be closer to people, not being able to fully express yourself comfortably, not being able to express aggression or frustration comfortably, you know what I mean, without feeling either threatened or overbearing, you know what I mean? So this relationship would help heal that, all right? And give you more compassion for yourself and for others. And this will allow you to be open-minded to other people's beliefs. Because that's what I'm really seeing with this compassion, is being open to other people's beliefs. So it illuminates, or it will be highlighting a period or an area in your lives or emotional status in your lives where you guys are afraid of expressing or feeling empowered by getting what it is that you desire. Because this person would be strategic. The way that they will deal with you is like very strategic, but very negotiable, you know, sometimes sidestepping conversations, or, you know, or even wanting to win at all costs in certain ways. Like, you know, wanting to be the one that says the right thing, wanting to be the one who doesn't lose or who doesn't back down, wanting to be the one who's victorious in all situations, and any conflict and any argument or disagreement we have. This is how they would treat you. Because they're afraid of getting closer. So I don't want you to see me, because sometimes the sacral chakra can represent like our self-worth. Like we don't see value in our body. We don't see value in our expression of sensuality or sexuality or creativity. We don't feel valuable, or we don't feel confident in it. You know what I mean? And so with the root chakra being here, it's usually about needing to protect, all right, needing to ground, and you either struggle for resources, you know what I mean, or struggle for security in relationships. And that's what this relationship would entail, about needing to find security in a relationship, all right? So it's saying reconnect with your feminine energies and pursue something that ignites your fire. Open the gates of your fortress and explore. And this is about feeling comfortable. That's what it's about, feeling comfortable. So the way this person is, like I said, the way it would be is very strategic, because the intent is to win. You know what I mean? Like they want to make sure that they come out on top in the interaction. Like, you know what I mean? They would be willing to negotiate. You know what I mean? Because this person is like, we got the Queen of Pentacles here too. So they're thinking about security. This person could be independent mind. Like they're used to doing things alone. So it makes them have to worry about finances, how they're going to get maybe the next meal, how they're going to get maybe the house together, like security, stability, house, practical shit, you know what I mean? Sex, being hugged, being kissed. Like this is something that's being healed in them. So they may not like this, or may not want this, or may not know how to do this. You know what I mean? Like they may know how just to do passion, you know what I mean? And maybe they're like a little bit like tight-wanded, tight-handed, or tight-fisted. Like this person is kind of selfish. Like this is what's being healed, because it's the sacral chakra and the root chakra represents a form of selfishness. You know what I mean? Of feeling like I need to close in and be like secure because other people don't value me, or other people won't love me or respect me. So that's how this person feels. You know what I mean? Because it's like, so this is how this relationship would be. We're like, not saying that's how they feel about you or how it is, but like, that's how they'll be treating you in the initial stages. All right, they'll be treating you, but they'll be getting rid of that because the Eight of Swords is here. So they'll be finding some type of courage and new perspectives or new ideas. They'll be open-minded to new ideas. All right, change. This relationship would change. It wouldn't just be them doing this though. It'd be implemented into your life too. So they would be changing your perspectives and helping free your mind of some restrictive beliefs and attitudes. You know what I mean? And this is what you guys would be doing for each other. That's what this would do. Restrict your mind from type of restrictive attitudes. It would provide you with like different solutions, different ideas or ways to see yourself. Because this is what it's about, like seeing yourself and different ways of allowing things in. All right, because the sacral chakra is about desire. So this could be like a deep desire that you have, or like they have, it's a temptation, or like a secret desire. All right, this relationship could be that. This is what this whole relationship could be. And they could be strategically trying to figure out how to like get you comfortable, how to, you know, like get something out of this, like how to reap something out of this, something beneficial for themselves. You know what I mean? Like how do I make this something? Like how do I make this into something? Because in their mind, this could be actually big, but right now it's just mostly passion. You know what I mean? And it brings up like a lust or a desire that they didn't even know that they had. So you could also be inspiring them, because sometimes Lilith can be something that pushes you and motivates you to really get what it is that you want. You know what I mean? And it can come through self-empowerment or through destruction. And this could be like the destruction of others or destruction of self. So it's one of these two things. And because they're in survival mode, that's where they're at. Like, you know, whatever it takes at all costs at this point. So the way they would deal with you in a sense is like negotiable, but like wanting to win, you know what I mean? Wanting to make sure that they say the right things or that they do the right things to make sure that they become abundant when they leave, or that they have something, you know what I mean, of value. You know what I mean? Like that's how, I guess that's how they rate the relationship, by having something of value and seeing it grow or expand. All right, seeing it grow and expand, and seeing them, I guess maybe seeing themselves, or seeing their desires come true, or seeing that their needs are met. This person is very sexual though, because the sacral chakra and the ground, I mean, with the root chakra and with the Lilith here and with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a person who's like very sexual. All right, and they're very open-minded around interactions or experiences about life or about the world itself. So that's how they are. Like, this is a very resilient person. This relationship would be very resilient, or like a relationship that would continually go on. It would go through a lot of like difficulties, a lot of hardships, a lot of hard conversations, a lot of disagreements, you know what I mean? A lot of confrontations. It would be one of those relationships that endure that, but it would heal this energy of always maybe wanting to be elsewhere or not being present with what you have. It's like maybe learning gratitude. I think it's more about that. Like, this relationship would teach you gratitude, appreciation, all right, of self. So, yeah. Anyway, let me give you advice. Trust. You are looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best possible way. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will work, or all will heal in ways you never thought possible. That was a long ass reading. So here is your signs. All right, we have Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. All right. This will definitely help you reconnect with your emotions and your feminine energy, your creative powers, your creative talents. All right. There's abundance here, even in the sexual or physical way. There's abundance here. So if this person isn't necessarily sexual, they're very creative, which is the same thing. All right. So pile 2, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 3. So pile 3. What would a relationship be like with them? Okay. Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, so maybe that's how the relationship goes. Like it starts like, yeah, okay, it's going well. Then it wouldn't go well, but not bad. Like, it would go well, then it doesn't go well, then it goes well, then it doesn't go well, like that. But it would help stimulate something. So, because kind of like the relationship would be maybe stagnant, because I keep seeing like stagnancy in a sense, like it doesn't move, or it moves slowly, or it won't move how you would like it to move. All right. So celebration, that'd be on the way. So it'd be like a celebratory in a way. So you have mediumship abilities and you're starting to discover it. So this, okay, yeah. All right. Oh, that's the message here. Okay. So this would be a relationship that would help you become creative. All right. It would stimulate some type of talents. The first thing we have here is sextile, and that's usually about talents, stimulating action, relationships that are like very easy, situations or like dynamics that work in your favor, that help you learn a skill you didn't even know. So I'll give you an example. Let's say, I'll give you a story I used to do. I used to work at McDonald's, and when I worked at McDonald's, I was a cash register. They would put me up there because I was younger, and they would, I didn't make sandwiches that fast. I was kind of slow. But I was very good at talking to people, as you can see, right? So this was a skill I didn't know that I had, all right? So that's what a sextile is. This relationship would bring up skills and abilities you didn't know that you had, and it would give you some type of achievement, all right? This would be a very inspiring or encouraging type of relationship, all right? And then we have Imam Koli, too, which is about the way you put yourself out there, the way you were taught to, all right? So this person would teach, like maybe this would be good for like a public image, all right? Like maybe how you think and how to compete. This would be like a competitive relationship. You know what I mean? Like this, like you will always have to be on your toes. This person would teach you to always be on your toes, all right? But this would be a relationship where this person does not really want to lead, all right? They don't want to be the leader. Did I give you the signs? We got Cancer. And Cancer again. And Virgo. All right? So those 2 signs. Baby mama drama is going to be an issue here. All right? I don't know what that is, but a celebration is on the way. So maybe a pregnancy. All right? That's maybe what would be happening. And then it would become baby mama drama. All right? It could be that type of energy. All right? And an energy of having to accept responsibilities, maybe. So maybe like a baby dad. And then forgiveness is here. Oh, yeah, damn. Not being able to let go of this person. So this relationship with, oh, yeah, what the fuck? Oh, man. All right, so it didn't seem that bad, but all right. So let's say this is romantically wise, right? This would be a relationship that causes you, they'd be very supportive, very helpful. It would definitely cause you to think a lot, and it would like definitely be like some type of achievement here. Like there would be victories, there'd be accolades, there'd be things that you've worked for and you gain. You know what I mean? There'd be a level of like success. All right, there'd be that. You know what I mean? Like this is a person who likes to look good. They like public recognition. They like attention. They like fame. They like authority, but they don't necessarily have direction or discipline. All right, they don't necessarily have discipline. No, they're not always focused. All right, this could be a person who's very forceful. All right, so it's one or two. So if they're not disciplined, then they're very forceful. All right, almost like the emperor in reverse, in my way. All right, so they're a thinker, a talker, a communicator. If they're a woman, they can run with the boys. If they're a man, they can do what the women do in a sense. Like, you know, they can be like the women. They can cook, clean. I don't know. I heard sassy, so they can even be sassy. Sassy is always whenever a man speaks his mind, allegedly. That's what I heard. All right, but anyway, so I guess they're like that. They're like that. Like the way they say things is like, huh. You know what I mean? I guess if the way I'm doing is a dub. You know what I mean? Or I'm a dummy for doing it that way, huh? Like they talk like that in a sense. Like they're very smart, very analytical. Like this person is very on point. Like they know how to do stuff. So they could be kind of manipulative. This is someone who's going to be focused on family, all right, values, certain values. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Almost going to say that maybe they lack moral compass sometimes, but not necessarily that. Because this person is avoiding a certain truth on purpose and compromising their integrity. So certain truths that they know. This could be around like pregnancy, or around like finances, or around like security, like opportunities and stuff. Like this person may not always be all the way honest about opportunities. All right, like this person wants control, but they don't want to lead. They're not really focused or disciplined. All right, and it could be an energy of not forgiving, or them holding on to resentment from something. Like they haven't really released a resentment. All right, but there is a powerful change that's happening. So that means there is an emotional shift that would happen from this relationship. But I think it would be more on your end. Like I think you would pick up more from it than they would, because it doesn't feel like things would go anywhere. Because even in the way they would treat you, it would still be like forceful. You know what I mean? Like competitive. You know, trying to one-up you, you know, offering you gifts, but like maybe throwing you scraps in a sense, or throwing you the bare minimum. Like this person doesn't, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like they're drowning maybe in debt, or they're drowning in like their own like self-imposed belief shit, like around emotions, feelings. So like emotionally they're drowning because they're holding on to like previous resentment. It says here, lay down the armor passed down to you from your family. Release habits that are not serving you and forgive on generations past. This person is struggling with forgiving stuff that's happened already. So like they're intellectualizing everything, and it's dealing with the root. So that's what the Imam Kohli deals with, certain beliefs. So this person has traditional family beliefs that they hold on to and they hold valuable to them. This is important. So they are very intuitive, and they do have like mediumship abilities and all that, and they can naturally know what to do and all that, but this person is like manipulative with it in this sense. All right, now it's not like, I mean, you know, it could be negative, because the reason behind that is because this person hasn't accepted things. Their heart chakra is closed, so there's feelings and emotions that they haven't really dealt with that they're still holding on to. This is resentment, this is abuse, this is anger, this is It can be frustration too, because heart chakra and solar plexus are very close. So it can be aggression too. So it could be like aggression. But this usually heart chakra and sometimes heart chakra has to do with like codependency and not being nurtured. So it could be like a mother wound, all right? Like a mothering wound. So this could be like a man who doesn't know how to love or nurture himself or be taken care of or express feelings or like be gentle, right? And this could be like a woman who maybe has mothering issues or has nurturing issues, like they don't know how to be gentle. They don't know how to be compassionate to others. They don't have a sense of feeling how other people feel. You know what I mean? This is more of a person that's like needing to be protective. It could sometimes represent abandonment, but usually that's usually a root chakra issue. All right. Sometimes the heart chakra is like that, but you know, we'll say that for this case, because that's kind of how this person is. But it's usually around emotional fulfillment. There was like a lack of feelings and compassion and expression in the household. So this is how this person feels about it. So it's like they feel like they need power, but they don't want to be the one to lead and to focus the relationship dynamic. You know what I mean? They don't really want that. And then what they want is you to take initiative, and then they'll hinder it in a sense. Like they want to contest what your plan is. So like if your plan is to let's do this, then there's someone who wants to like, they're willing to work with you. They're cooperative. So this will be like they'll cooperate with you, but this would be also a relationship where it's like overwhelming emotionally. You know what I mean? Like this person will give, but the give feels so minuscule or so little bit. Like it's secure. It's something you can do with, and it's something that can grow and can be built, and it's always going to be a good gift. But it's also like, is it worth it? Like, is it worth it with this? That's how it feels. Like, I see all the good stuff that this can be and all this that can happen, but is it worth it? That's how I would feel about it. You know what I mean? But, you know, depends on how you would look at it. Because, like, with the Chariot here, it doesn't go far. This is short term. So this is like a short-term relationship. And what grows is exponential creative abilities, talents, skills that you didn't know that you had. This could be someone who's a public servant, you know, or someone who works for like the company, a country, or, you know what I mean? They may be in leadership ability or leadership position, but they may not necessarily want to do it, or they may struggle taking charge of situations. So that could be this. Like this person could struggle taking charge of situations, and they may defer to you. All right, because they're like this person's like very relationship friendly, so like they like to go along with whatever you want to go along with, but they also like to like contest it sometimes. You know what I mean? So they like okay, that makes sense, because this is a person who likes emotional like they like that rowdiness. All right, so this person likes that emotional rowdy. Okay, because okay, dang, I was almost getting into a judgy mode. I'm like, why are they like that? But now, as I'm talking about it, I see why. All right, so that's why, because this person doesn't really know how to express themselves creatively. Like this person is good at talking. They're good at like frustration, anger, right? But like really taking initiative on situations and how to present or like head on with the conflict, not really. All right, they don't really like that conflict because they haven't really processed some type of conflicts they've had from the past. All right, this person is very encouraging and very helpful, and that's what they're going to be wanting from you. This is going to help them. And this is what this is, because this person is still holding on. Like they're not really going with the flow of life. So that's what this relationship would be like. It would be always having to constantly reassure this person, or they would always have to constantly reassure you. All right, maybe that's the relationship dynamic, that you guys will always have to reassure each other, be inspiring. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. My bad, y'all, because it was feeling almost kind of bad, but like, and that's where they expect the powerful change would come in. Okay, cool. Go Noonie. All right, that's what that is. All right. Because it says, can you feel the divine asking you to breathe? Because it's going to be okay. Because this 7 of Cups, look at that. It looks like they're fucking drowning. Because that's how it would feel. Like, am I making sense in this whole fucking situation? This bitch, this nigga got me tripping. That type of thing, right? But it would allow you to be able to express that, to communicate that. You know what I mean? There's working together. There's teamwork here. There's cooperation. You know what I mean? There is gifts and stability and security, all right? There is that. This person just doesn't want to be initiative or the leader. They want to lead from like the outside. They'd rather tell you how to lead, that type of thing. All right, like they would inspire you to like have gifts and like tap into like skills and abilities you didn't know you had, but maybe they wouldn't be that way. Because this person would like allow you to lead. They would let you be the one that does it. Like they're very smart and they can use the abilities, but they probably prefer to let you do it. You know what I mean? That's just it. And that's what this would be. It says, are you avoiding a truth on purpose and compromising your integrity? And the integrity is that they wouldn't want to lead. They wouldn't want to take responsibility. They wouldn't want to be in control for themselves. This maybe this a person who deals with control issues for themselves, like self-control may be an issue. That might be kind of the thing for them. It's like when they want something, they want something. So like that's the self-control that they have an issue with. I want something. So this person can start up an issue to get what it is they want. They can even dig their heels into the ground if they don't get what they want. Like this person is that type of person. Anyway, let me give you advice. What? All right. Blessings. Love, light, blessings. Through this card, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart's desires. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. Oh, okay. So this would be a helpful relationship, but this would be okay. So sextile is also a relationship that you have to put work in. Like you don't just get it, and like it's not like a trine. A trine, you don't have to do any work. You can almost get lazy in it, complacent in it. Sextile is different. You got to work. You got to put some energy into this, and that's what this would be. This would have to be a relationship where you guys would have to work together. All right, but this is a person who prefers you to take the lead, and they'll work with you. So they'll be helpful and cooperative, but you make all the plans, you make all the decisions, you make all the rules, you make all the whatever, and I'll go with it. So that's not super bad. That's who this person would be. They would be like, whatever you want to do, babe. That's okay. All right. You just need to say what you want to do, and that's it. But this person is compromising their integrity, though. So like they don't want to take responsibility for themselves. This kind of could be a person who wants to be taken care of in a sense. They want to be showed where to go, what to do, how to do it. That's this type of person. They want their hand to be held right now. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean because like they have the ability to be a leader. So right now they're like not stepping up in the way that they can step up. Maybe they don't know how, because like they haven't processed like some type of disappointment from the past, and they're still remembering that. So they haven't got to acceptance yet. So what's being healed through a relationship with you would be them coming to acceptance and realizing habits that don't serve them anymore, and ancestral stuff that they've been holding on to. So like that's what the Imam Koli is. This person is very, very stuck to ancestral patterns and beliefs. Like they want to stick to that. Like how it's been done is how it needs to be done. This is what makes me feel secure. Almost like Power One. So I don't know if you were over there, but yeah. But this person does have intuitive abilities, and this would come out within you. This would bring out your natural intuitive abilities, your natural mediumship abilities. All right, that would be a big achievement here. You would create something. You'd be very expressive and learn to create. All right, this relationship would make you express a lot of intense emotions, like frustration and happiness, though, like all ranges of emotions. All right, so Pile 3, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and that's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 4. So Pile 4. Yo, my neighbor be rocking. She be doing this karaoke every Saturday morning. She be singing old schools. Right now she's singing Anita Baker, Sweetest Love. So that's probably how this person feels about you. All right? Anita Baker, Sweetest Love. Yeah. All right, so what would a relationship be like with this person? So it could be a Virgo. This person could be like into old school music maybe, because that's what this lady's been playing. All right, or the people from this reading probably are like that, because she's been singing this whole reading. All right, she's been taking breaks though, probably for water. You know, talking and singing does dry your mouth out. So this person is a chatter, all right, because I'm just chatting for no reason. All right, and this person would be a person who would not let you go. Yeah, fuck no, they won't let you go. All right, they could be very controlling, possessive. Okay, very passionate though. There's a person who's going to want to fix stuff, all right? This could be a person who works very hard. They like to talk. This would be a very talkative relationship. You got to communicate. You got to exchange ideas. You got to be open-minded, all right? You got to be able to like make me reconsider some stuff. That's what this relationship is about, all right? And making room for new ideas, all right? Teaching, wisdom, like exposing things that you didn't know before. This is what this relationship would be about, all right? And being gentle, all right? Maybe not looking for a finish line, but being a relationship where you give rather than take. All right, because it says it's a time to give rather than take. So this would be a relationship where someone wants to give to you. All right, a relationship where people will want to give to you, or maybe this is a relationship where this person may want maybe overly critical. Like you guys, no, this could be a relationship where you guys are giving. You know what I mean? Or maybe this person is one of you will have to be a giver. All right. One of you would have to be the giver. Now, I'm not quite sure how that would play out here. You know what I mean? But, all right. So, a relationship with them would be very passionate, though. All right. Could be also a relationship filled full of service in a way. So, maybe you guys will both be givers because it's kind of like that give back and forth. I give to you, you give to me. I give to you, you give to me. You know what I mean? But it would, like, someone here would want to assert. So, we'll get to that. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, they wouldn't want to let you go because they're like very possessive, controlling, controller. All right, so this person maybe has habits like, and this doesn't have to be like negative habits, but like habits that are like maybe talking habits or speaking habits or like, I think they're like impulsively talking. Like they're a person that has to like say stuff. So this could be that. Like maybe this person has to say stuff. They have to do checkups. They have to do like check-ins, like responsibility is a big thing here. There's a big thing here. So this person, I kind of feel like they like, I don't, it doesn't make sense to me, but I kind of feel like they like routine, all right? Like they like routine, which is not really a Gemini trait, but maybe it is. Like this person likes routine, all right? And they be focusing on like nutrition or a diet, or they would want that. Like, I think like this was like the medical thing here, all right? Now, they could be very good with technology or like, I don't know, maybe always on the phone, something like that. And they have okay, so you have psychic abilities and they have psychic abilities. So this relationship could feel like you're swimming against the current and like not going with the flow. So maybe this could be them or this could be both of you. Like it could feel like you guys are not going with the flow. But I don't get it because it feels like you guys would be passionate and giving to each other. But at the same time, maybe the feelings would be too intense. Like maybe you guys are like, because we got go to distance in reverse with yin upright, which is a weird type of combination as well, because it's like, okay, the situation is going somewhere, but we're not really pushing it. So that's what it would feel like wanting to give more, wanting this to do something, expecting it to be somewhere, wanting it to be very passionate, wanting to push it, but at the same time, like, it's okay. Kind of being passive about it. Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Just like on the outskirts, almost. So this would be like a relationship that's kind of like on the outskirts where you guys would be exchanging information, conversation. It's not really like a present almost. You know what I mean? It's like, where are we going from here? We don't have a real destination. So this relationship doesn't really have like a destination. It kind of just feels like, we check in with each other, part of daily routine. I see you when I see you. But we talk a lot, we communicate, we have good conversation. We learn something, we exchange ideas, things I didn't know before, I know now, that type of thing. But it's like, I'm not letting you go either. And I feel like I need to put work or time or energy into this. I need to fix this. I need to do this right. With the Virgo energy, it's usually about, and Gemini sometimes can be that way. Oh yeah, we got Leo here too. We got Leo here. So this could be Leo too. All right. I'll go over the sides at the end. But yeah, like this would be a relationship where you guys would have to be willing to learn from things. Like that's what the Six of Swords is for me. It's usually about letting go, not letting go. You know what I mean? That's what this person doesn't want. And with the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords, this person isn't letting go, and it's usually around pride. So this person is very prideful. All right, but this would be a person who's like very conceited. So a lot of the relationship, the way that they want to deal with the relationship is like, don't make me look bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is about like status and stability and security in my mind, you know what I mean? And the way that I've always seen it. So the way they would treat you is maybe a little restrictive, like a parent figure in a sense, like maybe double checking you in sometimes, or like, I mean, they would be a person though that gives you like your flowers though. They would be romantic still. They would be that way, but this will also be someone who's always like considering something, like always double thinking or always wondering if they did the right thing or if this is done right, like, because they want like it to go as it's always gone. So this would be a relationship where this person expects things to go as it's always gone, and they really fear letting go control of the dynamic. Like, it's really about principle. So for them, it's like principle. They hold on to resentment, right? Now, if this is somebody who you are willing with, this is someone who's going to be learning. They're going to be learning, open-minded with you, all right? Like, very curious, very talkative, like to exchange ideas, like to learn from you. But they're going to be very passionate. So they like to go where there's passion, where there's a lot of heat, you know what I mean? A lot of emotion, but not really, because they don't have a lot of emotion here. It's more swords and passion. So like feelings aren't a big thing here. Like, you know, maybe like they talk about feelings, because like we got the heart, we got this root chakra here, you know what I mean, and we got the self-love here. So this would be about getting your needs met. This relationship could heal your needs, or like maybe fulfill your needs. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like they're a person who checks up on you or wants to make sure that you're doing well, that you're doing okay, but maybe not always being the most present with you, like maybe in the physical or maybe like mentally, like here with you. It's usually like they're always distracted, thinking about the next thing that needs to happen for them, the next opportunity, not opportunity, but the next, maybe like work, or like it's like focused on responsibilities, focused on the right thing, focused on other people valuing what I'm putting into the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to show that I am reputable, maybe, or show that I am like important, you know what I mean? And it's not having to do with you, it's having to do with themselves. So I guess like this person is like learning self-value, because saying lift yourself above your life situation and observe as a witness. Understand that you are so much more than your story. So this person kind of like just works and like focuses on practical things, but they like stimulation, talking, communication, passion, sex. They like that. They like maybe even creativity, creative things. Like they like these things. Like they like to be open to new things. Show me new things. Show me, like they're curious about life, but they're very passive with going after the things they want, like going the distance with things. Like they don't really, maybe they don't believe in things going that far, or they can't see it, or they're just kind of like, they're more forceful. So like they want to force things to go the way that they want them to go. Like this person sees it going long term, but they don't know how to make it go that way. So they like be passive. So this will be a relationship where someone sees it going in a certain direction and they want it to be that way. So they may control it in a way that comes off as very either irate emotionally or very passive, as if I don't care. So it's one of those two things. So they'll come off as like either detached, like, all right, whatever, do what you're gonna do. Or they come off as very irate, and they may fluctuate between both of these. I don't see no Libra here, but with the Six of Swords, it makes me think of someone who can't let go. And it says it, I'm not letting you go. So this is a person who like, they want the control. Like, I'm not letting go because I want you to do it my way. So that's this type of person. Like, yeah, you might have did it your way, but that doesn't make sense. So we're gonna do it my way, because my way is the best way, because I know what to do here. You know what I mean? So it's that type of person. You know what I mean? And even if they don't vocally say that, then they'll do it in a passive aggressive way, where they're just going to do it their way and they're not going to say anything. You know what I mean? They're just going to do what they want to do. You know, and they'll give to you when they want to, in a sense. Now, it doesn't have to be that serious, but it kind of feels that way. With the Emperor here, it's like, yeah, when I choose to, when I want to, how I want to, I'm the boss. But they're not really stable with their beliefs. So, because they rethink themselves a lot. Like they get stuck in their head and rethink themselves a lot and wonder, was that my ego? Was that my pride? Like, was that me putting myself out there too much? Like, so this person double thinks themselves and double thinks you a lot as well, or would double think you a lot. You know what I mean? Like they could be maybe very fast to make a reaction and then afterwards maybe feel regretful because of the go to distance in reverse. In the yin, it's like a over impulsive action, and then, you know what I mean, that face like, damn, I fucked up. So this person is like that. This could be a person like maybe in your workplace or like in a work environment. Like they give off work vibe, talker, communicator, speaker vibe. Like they like that. They like interaction. They need stuff to be going on. All right, because they're really reserved and always in their head, always thinking about the right thing to say or do. So they need you to be interactive. They need you to be communicative. They need you to do something. You always have to be, because that's like, if they don't get outside their head, then they explode or they get really passive. So they need you to initiate with them to be able to feel like they can, maybe with Virgo usually represents not feeling good enough, being too perfectionistic. Like every interaction or every communication or everything that I say needs to be the right thing. Or I feel like I'm being ridiculed, or I feel like I'm being maybe, I'm not gonna say undervalued, but I feel like I'm maybe being annoying, or I'm maybe being too much. Like I'm pushing when I shouldn't be pushing almost. Like, you know what I mean? So this person doesn't want to be considered too much. All right, so like they tone it down. Like I don't want to be too assertive. I don't want to be too talkative. I don't want to be too smart. I don't want to be too much of anything. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm good enough to do any of that. So, like, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm doing that right. That's what this person really focuses on. Like, I don't know if I'm doing that right. I don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to rock the boat. All right? That's what it is with them. They don't like to rock the boat. So this relationship is a relationship with a person who doesn't like to rock the boat. So they like you to always give room for ideas or allow them to feel safe to express ideas or allow them to communicate ideas, or you be open to their ideas. This person wants you to be open to them. All right? But they may be kind of closed off. So they want the acknowledgement from you, but it's like in an ego sense, like to make them feel like they're doing the right thing, like they're valuable, because this person maybe deals with self-worth. When Virgo always deals with self-worth because they're very critical of themselves and very critical of what they offer or what their abilities are or what their skill sets are or how they see the world. They're very critical of it. Like, maybe I'm the only one that sees the world this way. Maybe I'm the one with the skewed vision, because the third eye is here. So that's the person that thinks like, maybe I'm the one with the skewed vision. Maybe I'm not seeing things clearly. Maybe I don't see myself right. Maybe I've overappraised myself. Maybe I'm not as valuable as I think. So this relationship would be like that. That's how they would feel. And they would kind of project that on you, because a lot of it would be about ego-based, like needing to control the dynamic so that they can feel secure in the way that things are. So like, this would be a person who has a lot of self-limited beliefs around maybe either their attraction, around their confidence, around their abilities, their creative abilities, or around their expression, like their value. That's like they have self-limiting beliefs around their value and around their expressions and around allowing people to see them and allowing people to value them or to praise them. This person doesn't really know how to accept praise, and maybe they don't know how to give it either. All right. It says, are you taking the time to sort through the small details closely? So this would be someone who's always very meticulous, always sorting through the details, always like, what'd you say? When you said that? What'd you mean when you said that? Like they overthink. They overthink. Like if you be like, yeah, this would be like, you ever seen the meme where they be like, the girl be like, hey, did you want me to come over? And the dude be like, well, if you want to. And she'd be like, well, but do you want me to? And he'd be like, I said, if you want to. That's referring it back to you. And she's like, well, do you want me to? And he's like, whenever we say it that way, if I say, if you want to, it means, yeah. If you would like to come here, I would love to have you here. So this person needs you to kind of like spell it out like that. You need to spell it out, because they'll overthink it really quick. Like, what do you mean by that? And maybe even take offense, because this person has a lot of pride in things. Like to them, their ego and their image, their public image is important. How other people see them is important, and they want to be seen doing the right thing or saying the right thing or moving in the way that makes other people feel like they're in the right. You know what I mean? Like that makes other people want to, like, you know, stroke their ego and tell them, good job, great job, you did that. You did the right thing here. Like they need that reinforcement. All right, because like I guess the way that they've seen relationships before is from like a maybe controlling way where maybe they felt like they weren't doing things right, or they felt like they weren't being themselves, or they felt like the ideas or the visions they were having about themselves weren't real, or about, you know what I mean? This could be also healing. So this is them healing. This relationship would heal yours and their perception of relationships. So how you have maybe a skewed religion or thinking you have to always get it right or always have to do things the right way or say the right things or have control in order to keep the dynamic safe or keep yourself safe. This relationship would heal that need of feeling like I need to protect myself. I need to ground myself. I need to, always be on guard. This would end that. This would end that. And it would give you a wisdom that you guys were avoiding, maybe recognizing, or a wisdom you didn't know existed at one time. All right, so here's your advice. Surrender. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive in our world. Nothing will truly ever change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. So let me give you signs. We got Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Virgo again, Leo, Aries again. All right. So, Pow 4. That was your reading. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Nuni, and it's Leo in the third house.